It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And we've now reached critical mass for this very exciting NBA season. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games.
The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. It's been a bit of a slow start for the season for them so far, but it's still very early and a lot of games to be played.
And I think for the Jazz, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
They do have time, and they do have time. There's no question they've got some very gifted players, but they haven't been playing up to their capabilities so far.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, as you know, there have been stories and rumors that Justice Young is on the trading block. I asked the general manager if there was any substance to all this chatter. He said that they are evaluating all possible trades for every player. Now, most people know that it will take a shock to see them trade Young for a veteran at this point, but it seems like there may be something going on. Keep an eye on it, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you for that. It has been one of the stranger trade rumors that has surfaced.
And sometimes a team sees that they can trade a hot player and sell him high, but I don't know if that's the right move with Young. Sure, they would get an established pro for a second-round choice, but it could haunt them in the long run.
As we get near the midway point of the season, Steve, teams know what their makeup is. I think they would know themselves from top to bottom exactly what they have.
Well, they know their identity. They know how they win games. They know at the end of games who's ready to play. And the coaching staff start to say, hey, these guys are great starters. But it's more important to know who are your finishers on the team.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Fresh, he's in at point guard. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson. And it's Young, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Hill kicks to Burks. The Jazz working the ball around now. Hill dishes to Gobert. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
Young with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far.
Hayward passes to Hill. That's tipped. Here's Covington. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside Favors. Pick up by Hill. And Favors kicks to Burks. Hayward a screen on Young. Back to Favors. Stolen by Anderson. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Fresh. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard. Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to Portland.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Just lack of mental fortitude. You need to be strong in those situations and deliver when it matters the most.
One thing you notice when Orange Juice is out there is that they're always looking to get the other one going. No selfishness.
And one of them can drop a few in, and instead of demanding the ball, they look to get the other half going. It says a lot about the chemistry of Prez and Young.
And with the rumors of this team perhaps considering a trade involving Justice Young, nobody in the organization is saying much about it, but you have to wonder if they know something.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a talented rookie was traded early on, but it is still a rare thing to see. I'm guessing they are fielding calls for Young and doing their due diligence.
Now, here's Burks, following the miss by Justice Young, and the basket by Hill.
George Hill saw the opportunity, got right to the cup.
Here's Fresh. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Now here is Hill. Kicks to Burks. To the inside. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Burks. Favors has got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Unloads from 13. Fresh can't get it to go. Utah trailing here. Hill with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Three-pointer, Hayward. Fresh pulls it in.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there.
It's Young on the wing from past the arc. Again, Young missing.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Passes it to Hill. Gobert, the screen. Hill, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. And, you know, Steve, you ask around the league, when it comes to home court advantage, the Jazz have one of the best in the NBA.
A very passionate crowd, very loud and dedicated. And, of course, the altitude plays a factor, too. Second highest in the league after Denver. And for visiting teams, you get winded much quicker.
And Utah has possession. Following the score by Houston. Knocks down the three ball.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And Alec Burks, a gifted athlete and scorer too, Steve. He's just had trouble staying healthy.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons. First, a shoulder injury, and then a broken ankle. But he's one of those guys, he plays a slashing style. You wonder if he'll temper that aggression just to stay in action.
Houston in the lead. Here's Fresh. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now the feed to Anderson. Pass to Fresh. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Now here is Hill. He's got 5. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Again, the Jazz score.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Hill. Fresh. No good off the front iron.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
And yeah, you look at him and look at his face, his expressions. He has definitely lost his confidence. It's impossible to stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Young from the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And really, Young is very efficient at shooting the triple. The D has to be better guarding him from out there.
Pick up by Hill. Favors, dishes to Burks. For the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Young left side. The pass to Fresh. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
A different look for Utah. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Exum in for George Hill. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Bradley comes in for Robert Covington. He took good advantage of that screen.
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
Fresh, the pass to Young. Again, Young missing.
No defensive pressure. That's a three-point attempt. He loved to have that.
Johnson outside. Fires the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
Jumper off the screen, and he gets it to go.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Jazz leading by 3. Exum kicks to Johnson. Now Burks. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Hayward can't hit.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy. But the defender got away with it.
Kicks it out to Bradley. And stolen by Hayward. The finish. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one. And he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And here's Exum following the three-pointer by Justice Young. There's the dish to Hayward. A putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 6.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Now, here is Young. 14 points from him the last game against Portland. Pass to Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Now it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
32 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Fresh. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Dishes it to Bradley. Here's Fresh. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Keep the energy up. Keep the energy up. Lock him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Jazz. They're up by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Here's Prez now on the recent trade chatter surrounding his teammate Justice Young.
I'm tired of talking about it, to be honest. I mean, it's tough feeling like you're building something great, but it may not last. This time of year always seems to bring around some drama. But, yeah, I'm hoping that all the headlines and speculation will die down soon and we can just get back to focusing on basketball.
Greg, how hard is it to keep your focus when rumors like this are floating around?
I think young players have an especially hard time dealing with trade rumors. It takes time to learn how to be a pro in the NBA and to tune out the noise and play your best no matter what the circumstance may be.
Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Jeff Withey. Favors comes in for Boris Diaw. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Exum. Taking a look at the Rockets. Fresh in at point guard. Bradley is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the shooting guard position. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Utah wasn't going to let Gordon Hayward go to Charlotte. They matched that offer sheet a couple of years ago, and now he's growing into his role as the go-to offensive player for the Jazz. But it's his versatility that really makes him special. He said, I have to be active and have to affect all parts of the game in order for us to be a successful team. And indeed, Kevin, he does a little bit of everything.
Sure does. Thank you, D.A. Utah calls timeout.
Moment now to see the numbers for Capella.
He's really stood out for them over the past month. 5th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
Jazz leading by 6. Favors with the screen. And here is Mack. Hayward outside. Clock at 6. Gobert the screen for 3. Hayward can't hit. Rockets trailed by 6.
When you start talking about experience, you talk about Coach Snyder. He coached at the college level, the minor league level, overseas, and now in the NBA. He brings a lot of experience to this game for the Utah Jazz.
The offensive rebound. Anderson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Here's Mack. Here's Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall. Gobert's got his first points of the night. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Quinn Snyder, a former point guard at Duke and a lot of stops in his coaching career, he's learned under some greats.
Yeah, this is his coaching tree that he's learned under. Coach K, Greg Popovich, Mike D'Antoni, just to name a few. His experience learning so many different systems has bode well for him.
Here's Hayward, and Hayward at the stuff.
The deceptive athleticism of Hayward catches defenders off guard. He can certainly throw it down.
Feeds it to Young. Here's the screen. Passes it to Fresh. Shot from the wing. Rebound, Utah.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And they pick up 2.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
It hasn't been pretty. They just haven't looked interested in putting forth the kind of effort it's going to take to stay in this game.
Hayward from outside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
When Hayward is tearing it up from the field, you have to keep getting him the ball. He can score wherever he wants as long as he gets the ball in a good spot.
To stop the run. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from Fresh.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
Favors dishes to Hayward. Gobert the screen. Hayward kicks to Burks. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Utah, Alec Burks.
Free throw good, Burks.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Shelvin Mack. Good on both.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
Here's Fresh. 9 points in the game so far. Five on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Young from the arc. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
That free throw missing.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
No good on the second free throw.
Adante Exum, the 5th overall pick in 2014. Very excited to watch him in his second season, but he missed the entire season with an ACL. Nice to see him back in action.
And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Fresh.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Exum passes to Gobert. Now, here's Burks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Young outside. Again, Young missing. Exum with it. Hayward, left side. Lets it fly. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Jazz lead by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Let's go, gentlemen. We still have one more half. Hey, if we let up on D even a little, it's enough to get their guy going. They will keep feeding him on the block until we give them a reason to stop. We're going to double him as soon as he puts the ball on the floor. Let's force a turnover. We can still win this game. Defense, fellas. Let's go.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He got some easy buckets, made some tough shots. He erupted in the first half of play.
Favors and Gobert, the defensive big man pair. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. That's the group right now for Utah.
We always talk about Rudy Gobert's defensive impact, but now on the offensive end, he is never going to be a post scorer, but rolling to the rim. He has good hands and plays above the rim offensively.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Kicks it to Burks. Pass to Hill. Back to Favors. Burks dishes to Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Here's Fresh. Out to the right wing. For 3, Covington. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Gobert in that Tyson Chandler mold, Steve. Don't you think you can just see him driving inside and trying to go to the rim? You just can't let him do that.
No, you can't, because when he catches it, he's so long, he can dunk the basketball. But I like that he's adding a little touch around the basket now.
Now Hill, he's got 5. Burks. And that one goes long.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
If you're the defense, that's what you want to do. Make it uncomfortable for the offensive player.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Hill kicks to Favors. He feeds it to Gobert. Hayward outside. A 3. No good that time. And Houston the other way now. Covington passes to Fresh. There's a screen. Off target from 3-point range. Jazz leading by 8. Hayward right side. It's back to Hill. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Houston. Steve, you played in an era of Michael Jordan where the dunk was probably the most exciting single play in basketball, but now with the rise of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and the ability to hit from anywhere, that three-point shot has, in some people's view, overtaken the dunk as the most exciting, most skilled play in basketball. What do you think?
Kevin, fantastic question. I mean, I didn't think anything could take away from the dunk. You're talking about exciting, athletic, high rise. But Steph are shooting some of these, I would say, half-court shots. It's right there. I'm going to still have the dunk a little bit edge over the three-point shot.
Well, it's superhuman to watch with these players. And we saw it at the All-Star break with Levine and what he had done, and certainly with Gordon, Aaron Gordon. It's amazing to watch these kids jump. But the skill required to take that three-point shot and be as consistently good as you were at one time, certainly the way these historical shots of Golden State with Curry are going in, to me it's mesmerizing.
It is. I mean, it's just phenomenal to get a chance to see these guys shoot the basketball off the dribble with range. But if I could see somebody elevate like a Vince Carter, like Zach LaVine, I think you get more excited.
I get it. I can't argue that point at all. Burks against Young. Here's Fresh, and it's sent back by Hill.
Hill can catch you unaware with his reach. Terrific defensive play.
They set the screen. Again, the miss by Hayward. Rockets trail by 14. Here's Fresh. 12 points for him. And Hayward with the block. Capella, the pass to Fresh. And here's Covington from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Covington's got his third basket of the night right there. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hill dishes to Favors. He kicks it to Hayward. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hayward's got 6 here in this quarter.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Fresh. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And here is Hill. 8 points for him. From deep. And the rebound goes to Nene. Here's Fresh. Nene with the screen on Hill. Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Burks kicks to Hill, and it's blocked. Here's Fresh. He's got 15. Now, here is Young. 6 to shoot. From the arc. But they get it back. The pass to Fresh. Down low. Poked away. Stolen by Withy. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Burks. Another miss by Utah. Rockets trailed by 11. Young outside. From deep three-point range. Kept alive by Houston.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Hill. Nene at the elbow. Young from outside. Fresh, the pass to Capella. Now the feed to Nene. The shot by Young, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And it is how Young scores the ball, attempting high percentage shots. Love this guy's attitude.
Utah calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
You know what?
Rockets trail by 12. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Odiunas is down low with Capella. Fresh is out there with Young. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. Fresh can't get it to go. Utah is shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Hill kicks to Gobert.
Hey, Rudy Gobert, such a great find for the Utah Jazz, a force of nature defensively. Go gadget arms is developing a shot also around the rim.
And Derek Favors vastly improved as a jump shooter. That's so important when he plays that power forward spot.
Yeah, because of the versatility. He was a pick and roll guy to the bucket. Now he can pick and pop and knock down jump shots.
The Rockets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Fresh.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Burks with it. Gobert, the screen. Outside Favors. To the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Rockets trail by 10. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Hill. There's the pick. On its way from Young for 2. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
Gobert, the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hill. Hayward on the wing. To the paint. It's tipped. Hill dishes to Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Burks. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Jazz lead by 10.
He seemed like he was never going to come back down to earth. He hung in the air forever.
Young in the corner. Burks with the steal. Hayward outside. Burks kicks to Hill. A floater, and the layup is up and in. And now it's a 12-point Jazz lead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists now tonight.
Long-range shooting, a big part of Hill's offensive game.
There's the lob to the hoop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Houston. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Hill. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Steve, great defense, such a vital part of winning basketball. Talk about what characterizes great defense at the individual and at the team level.
I think the individual, you have to do your homework. First, you got to have that ability. But I think on a team-wise, you got to be on the same page. You got to be on the string, we call it. But most important, you got to be able to communicate. Teams that communicate, you see them out there talking, guys switching, moving around. That's when you know you have something special.
Have you ever seen a good defensive team that wasn't a good communicating team?
No, not at all. I mean, you got to be able to talk. And because in basketball, so many different plays, being able to see plays before they happen on the defensive end and yell them out.
Burks, the pass to Hill. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Gobert. It's back to Hill. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the 2016 draft lottery, Steve, was the first time ever that it played out exactly in the order of the team's records. So that being said, do you think there's still enough uncertainty in the way the lottery's handled?
Yeah, I think a little bit. What I would love to see, though, Kevin, is these teams that's repeatedly in the lottery year after year after year. I think you have to be penalized some kind of way. After 2 or 3 years, you can't be in the lottery or you can't get the first 5 picks. I think you have to be competitive.
Gobert, the screen. Knocks it loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Covington, and it goes as the official calls the foul.
Yep, there
Count
we go.
It. He'll
You like
shoot
that?
one more at the free throw line.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Hayward. Inside. Burks on the wing. Favors with a screen on Young. 5 on the clock. Burks for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Anderson a screen on Hill. Fresh the pass to Anderson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You know, you hate to blame anybody, but those turnovers are a big reason why they're down.
Now Hill. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. The Jazz with another miss. Here's Fresh. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Capella.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And here is Hill. Outside Favors. And it's Hill. That time the assist from Favors. Favors got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Fresh. He dishes it to Young. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Burks kicks to Hayward. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hayward. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Hayward. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Hill. Fresh can't get it to go.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Covington in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Covington's got 9 points here in the second half.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Burks. Gobert with a screen on Young. Burks dishes to Gobert. And Capella sends it back. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Fresh. Yep, that one goes in there. Fresh has got 20 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Burks kicks to Hayward. An even 3-on-3 break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. The kick out to Anderson. Fresh, the pass to Anderson. Here's Fresh. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And at a time they really need him to shoot well. The exact opposite is what's happening.
Here's Fresh to the inside and stolen by Favors. Hill kicks to Favors. Fresh pulls it in. Fresh has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Yep, it counts. He's got 22.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
He is still on fire. You had to figure he'd come back to earth a little bit tonight, but nope.
Hayward dishes to Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
The phenomenal shooting and great passing of Hayward makes him a tough cover in pick-and-roll plays.
Capella, the pass to Fresh. And another 3 for Houston.
He was just way too open there. Of course he's going to make the defense pay for letting him shoot from there.
Now here's Hayward. The dish now to Hill. Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Gobert. It's back to Hill. Favors passes to Hill. Gobert the screen. Hill with it. Pass to Gobert. Dishes it to Hayward. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
But they'll get another chance. And here's Covington from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Favors with the screen. Now Burks. Shot clock at 6, and it's blocked.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
I have to agree with you. Their goose is cooked.
And here's Hayward. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Jazz lead by 11. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here is Hill. And so it's Utah with the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight and get the win.
We did. We guarded extremely well. All-around effort by everybody. Great game. I thought we really moved the ball. Great win.
Excellent inside-out defense, Gordon. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being...
What happened out there, man?
Tonight, they were better than us. You keep doing your thing on the boards.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean anything if we don't get that W, though.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
I've never been a man of faith.
So, Justice, you're not a big scorer. Can you speak to how you impact the court and what your mentality is going into the game?
I mean, I feel like I always impact the game on the defensive end. I can always hustle. I can always rebound. It's not about being the biggest guy on the court, but I'm all about grit, hard work. I'm ready to do that dirty work. Thank you, guys.